What's up, family, friends, associates, enemies, and everyone in between? It's your boy Dez. This is the Wild Bible Podcast, where we just gonna read this thing and talk about this thing. And by this thing, I mean the Bible. Come on, somebody. Somebody. Listen, it's episode 6, Genesis chapter 6. Okay? Listen, man, we're coming off of a genealogy chapter. That's just who begat who and who lived how long, this, that, and the third. I did not, however, go into my thoughts about chapter 5, and I just wanted to go into that because a little backstory. We did episode 5, and we thought it was great, only to find out our audio equipment cut out on us after 1 minute and 45 seconds. Let that go ahead and sink in. Give time for anybody who has sympathy for your boy to go ahead and show it on the screen. And I tried to remember what I was talking about, and in trying to remember, I omitted some things. And the big takeaway from chapter 5 to me is that Enoch got taken up by the Lord. He was the only one who had a different type of a different paragraph attached to his genealogy. Everybody else had, when blank was blank years old, he became the father of blank. After the birth of blank, blank lived another blank years and had other sons and daughters. There's literally like 10 of those. And then Enoch comes along and is like, but he walked in close fellowship. One thing, he was taken up earlier and he just disappeared. He didn't just die. He was just taken up. Thought that was interesting. Interesting things. Anyway, today is episode 6, chapter 6 of Genesis. Without further ado, we are in the New Living Translation. Nilk gang, if you know what it is, you know what it is. All right. Chapter 6, without further ado. Let's go talk to our boy Noah. Come on. Then the people began to multiply on the earth, and daughters were born to them. The sons of God saw the beautiful women, and they took any they wanted as their wives. Then the Lord said, my spirit will not put up with humans for such a long time. Hold on, I got to put the voice on this. Hold on. This is kind of funny to me. Verse 3. Then the Lord said, my spirit will not put up with humans for such a long time. They are only mortal flesh. In the future, their normal lifespan will be no more than 120 years. In those days, and for some time after, giant Nephilites lived on the earth. For whenever the sons of God had intercourse with women, they gave birth to children who became the heroes and famous warriors of ancient times. The Lord observed the extent of human wickedness on the earth, and he saw that everything they thought or imagined was consistently and totally evil. So the Lord was sorry he had ever made them and put them on the earth. It broke his heart. And the Lord said, I will wipe this human race I have created from the face of the earth. Yes, and I will destroy every living thing, all the people, the large animals, the small animals that scurry along the ground, and even the birds of the sky. I am sorry I ever made them. But Noah found favor with the Lord. This is the account of Noah and his family. Noah was a righteous man, the only blameless person living on the earth at the time, and he walked in close fellowship with God. Noah was the father of 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now God saw that the earth had become corrupt and was filled with violence. God observed all this corruption in the world, for everyone on earth was corrupt. So God said to Noah, I have decided to destroy all living creatures, for they have filled the earth with violence. Yes, I will wipe them all out along with the earth. Build a large boat from cypress wood and waterproof it with tar inside and out. Then construct decks and stalls throughout its interior. Make the boat 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Leave an 18-inch opening below the roof all the way around the boat. Put the door on the side and build 3 decks inside the boat, lower, middle, and upper. Look, I am about to cover the earth with a flood that will destroy every living thing that breathes. Everything on earth will die. But I will confirm my covenant with you. So enter the boat, you and your wife and your sons and their wives. Bring a pair of every kind of animal, a male and a female, into the boat with you to keep them alive during the flood. Pairs of every kind of bird and every kind of animal and every kind of small animal that scurries along the ground will come to you to be kept alive. And be sure to take on board enough food for your family and for all the families. So Noah did everything exactly as God had commanded him. That is chapter 6 of Genesis. And let me tell you, man, we're getting into some things. All right, standouts from chapter 6. Let me see here. The first thing I remember writing it and feeling like, oh, the Lord was tired of humans. He said the Lord was done with us. Before he gave this commission to Noah, he was tired. He was tired of us, okay? He said, my spirit will not put up with humans for such a long time. Because in chapter 5, they were living for like 900,000 years out here. He's like, my spirit can't do it. He said, I'm done. I'm shortening this. Y'all gonna live to 120 and call it a day. We out of here. I thought that was funny. Another thing that I felt was interesting is chapter 6, verse 5. The Lord observed this extent of human wickedness on the earth, and he saw that everything that they thought or imagined was consistently and totally evil. I thought that's just deep. Like no matter what they thought about, and it's kind of like where we are now. Everything we seeing exposed this year. It's a whole lot of evil out here, and I think that's evident. One of the things that I'm hoping to get from going through this Bible with y'all and going through the Bible in my personal time is just better ways to deal with the wickedness that has always been here. The evil that we're dealing with today is not new. It's been here. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing new under the sun. And the Lord's dealt with this before. So I think that he would know how to deal with it today. So I'm hoping the Bible gives us tools on how to deal today. By learning how they dealt yesterday, we might have tools to live today. You feel me? Yeah. I think that's about it. I'm excited to be going through this story of Noah with y'all right now. I just came from a tour of an actual built to scale replica of Noah's Ark. So it was 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. It was really impressive, and they really did a good job out there. I think that was Arkansas or Kansas I was in, one of them. It was either Kansas or Arkansas, you feel me? Yeah, but it was interesting. So I'm interested to go through this again with y'all. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you have any thought-provoking ideas, leave them in the comments. DM us your questions, comments, or concern. Check us out on all platforms at The Wild Bible. I'm your host, Desi Raines. At some point, we might have some guests in here to read with us. I don't know. We just getting started. Like I say, today is still day 1. But for you, it's week 3, and I'm appreciative that you still here looking at my mean mug, listening to my gristly voice, or just tolerating me in any way so far. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one. Be safe.